Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for August 13th, 2025. We've got an Adventures and Corn Guilds Kingdom. And let's see. Trade. Okay, I was gonna say I don't see any estate trashing. There's miser for copper thinning, although, miser, but there is trade to trash estates, and also later curses. Plus actions is just Coin of the Realm. That's a little awkward. Draw is Magpie, Storyteller. Okay, Storyteller actually, that's really nice. And then in Journeyman, plus buy from Wine Merchant and Messenger. That's definitely on the weaker side. So, yeah, we're definitely going to want to get Magpie. We're probably going to open Magpie Dungeon, but I want to talk a little bit about the overall game plan here. Yeah, so Storyteller Draw looks really good here. It works well with coins from Swamp Hag or golds from Soothsayer as you're giving out curses. It works well with the fact that there's not good copper thinning, and particularly in conjunction with Magpie, which can find those coppers and then you can draw more cards with them or cycle them out with Storytellers. It also puts Coin of the Realm into play, which essentially gives you more plus actions than you would be able to get otherwise. Like normally, Coin of the Realm gives you 2 additional actions for 1 play, so it's like a double village, but you can only call it every other turn normally. So it's actually kind of like just having 1 village, which is also slower to come online. But here, with Storyteller, you can potentially play your Coin of the Realm every turn. I mean, it's not going to be super reliable to be able to do that, but it's still definitely going to help. And might make it viable to play with some number of wine merchants, which would be nice. Yeah, I definitely think we want to play with Dungeon because the duration effect here, is going to be really valuable. But we might also at some point want to ferry Storyteller, depending on when we get plus buy and such. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll go Magpie Dungeon, as mentioned. They just ferry Soothsayer? Interesting. Okay, well, I am not sad about that. That means that they're not competing for the Magpies. Okay, we save 4 coins here. So we could do a ferry. We could also just get another dungeon next turn. Or this turn. We're going to trigger a shuffle. And maybe getting another dungeon, because we're going to have the Magpie. Oh, I was thinking, yeah, never mind. I was like, oh, we have 3 coins down there. But obviously, we're going to trigger the shuffle of the dungeon, and we're going to play the Magpie. So yeah, let's just get another dungeon. Okay. So do we want to go for Soothsayer? Do we possibly want to go for Swamp Hag? Soothsayer is obviously the more reliable way to curse. But it does draw your opponent a card. And there is some downside to throwing gold into our deck at this point. We could just go with Swamp Hag. We could also wait on both of those things and pick up some plus buy in the form of Messenger or Wine Merchant, with the eye towards like picking up some 5s and then also some Coins of the Realm. Right now, getting a Storyteller doesn't look amazing, so we don't have the good stuff to draw into for the most part. It wouldn't be bad. Find the Magpie more often and try to get more Magpies at the very least. Oh, the bot did get a Magpie. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. Yeah, in the long run, I don't mind having golds in my deck. In the short term, it's not really helping things. So it would be good not to lose the curse split, but a lot of that is going to come down to like deck control more so than just like cursing as early as possible, because finding the cursor is important. The coins from Swamp Hag also aren't doing anything right now. Yeah, this is tough. I guess in addition to finding magpies more frequently, the one other thing that getting a Storyteller now would do is like more reliably get our dungeon into play. It might also help us hit in like, well, the other thing we should be thinking about is getting like a trade-off. The best way to do that actually would probably be to have some extra coins from like Swamp Hag or Soothsayer. Maybe we do just go ahead and take a Soothsayer. Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, don't hit 5 here. We could go ahead and Fairy Storyteller now that we have the Soothsayer in the deck. Wow. Okay, well, we did get there. The Storyteller, I mean. We want to just go ahead and play this dungeon. It would potentially set up a better trade, so I think so. Yeah. Messenger, what are you doing, bot? I don't want that. We could just not play the Storyteller and trade again. Well, I guess I'll play this Miser. Thanks, bot. Okay, Curses have almost run. We definitely need to get some plus buy going. Do we want to do that with Messenger, or do we want to do it with Wine Merchant? I think wine merchant. I also need more storytellers, of course. And more magpies. Billy. There we go. We could draw a lot of cards here. Maybe find the wine merchant. Or we could just take another storyteller and have that stuff not miss the shuffle. I think I prefer that. Stupid miser. Uh... 9 coins. I think I'm gonna trade. I think I want to do storyteller. Storyteller. We trigger a shuffle if we play this copper. I think that's fine. Okay, so I guess we can just discard Miser Soothsayer. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh shit! I guess I shouldn't have drawn that much. Okay. We need another wine merchant. Maybe we messenger a coin of the realm. I don't think the bot gets much value from that. Oh, wait. I have to do that in the other order. Oh, I've done that, though. I'm like, maybe I should trade. Maybe I should get another storyteller. We have 4 storytellers. That is a pretty good number. Let's get another wine merchant. Oh, they messengered a messenger to me? That's... Thank you. There we go. I mean, granted, I did kind of want to draw with those, but I will take that. More magpies. We want to play 3 golds or the coin of the realm. We have 2 wine merchants and 2 messengers, so we do want to get that coin of the realm into play. We do have another storyteller down there, though. Okay. Now we can try to set up to get the last, or get one more magpie. Oh, wait. More than one more. Oh, wait. Curse was... I'm an idiot. Okay. Whatever. Alright, play the Coin of the Realm. And nothing else. Wait. Hold on. What if... What if we play this messenger first? I guess there's no way for us to draw just the magpie and not the estate. So it doesn't matter. Alright. Okay. We're definitely playing the wine merchants. And the messenger. If we want to play the other messenger, we can get 2 more actions and also play the miser or the soothsayer. I think I want the miser. Okay, we definitely should trade at least one time. We trade twice? Let's see, if we do that, and then we get another storyteller. And another Coin of the Realm. It would be good to get another wine merchant, but... The reason I'm... The getting another Coin of the Realm would let us play the Soothsayer, and then we can like gain and play the gold. So that has some value. I think that's... Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, they're just trying to pile on messengers. Okay, okay, I see. We got a score. That's fine. We can score. Now when the magpies don't draw anything. Cool. All right. We should be discarding copper. We do have more magpies. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to score enough. On the other hand, maybe I can find a win. Right, I'm going to go ahead and play the Soothsayer. We just... Wine Merchant for draw? I feel like we should have enough Storytellers that we don't need to do that. Two Storytellers. to draw 7 cards. Do we have 5? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. So 2 storytellers to draw 7 cards. We want to play the Coin of the Realm. Do we have more magpies? What did we shuffle? Just now. So we do have more magpies down there. Alright, I'm going to put back into discard because we know I have Evidence State on top, which is not helpful. And then Storyteller, Coin of the Realm. Nothing more. Dang it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 magpies in play. We might have one more down there. We should have one more down there. Last turn, we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we had one lit sitting in our hand. Yeah, so I mean, I guess we can just check and see if we can win now. Messenger for Messenger, and then by Province, Province, Duchy would do it. That's 16, 21, 25. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22. Okay, we should have it already. Yeah. Actually, just go triple province. Okay. So, what did we have down there? 2 gold messenger, storyteller is what we drew, but how much of that? Well, the storyteller we definitely had in hand. The magpie. And did we only play 2 messengers? Yeah, I think one of them was another messenger, which we did have the actions to play. So that would have given us a little bit more payload too. The gold, I guess, presumably it was gold magpie messenger. Dang. Okay. Well, so it would have been good to draw a little bit more. We would have ended up with more money, but we had enough. Yeah, I let that get a little too close. I will definitely admit. Like I did not. It did not register with me that what they were trying to do is just pile out the messengers. And given that there was only 1 magpie left, like that, I should have definitely paid more attention to that. I mean, to be fair, I guess even if we had taken this, like gotten this magpie the previous turn, it would have been pretty difficult. Like the bot messengered for messengers. There were 5 messengers in the pile, so it distributes 3, and then it needs to like do 2 more. Like that's a lot for this deck of its to do. Like just in terms of buys, because I did have the 1 coin of the realm that I sent it, but I don't know that it ever played it. And yeah, so I think it just, like, even if it plays all messenger, it wouldn't have a way to get that many buys. But I still should have paid more attention to that, just to make sure that I was on top of that. It was a bad process, even if I wasn't actually in danger. But yeah, definitely the curses ran faster than I expected, partially because the bot opened Soothsayer and then got another one. It still didn't. Did it ever trade a curse? No. It didn't feel like I did. I know I traded 4 curse there, and then I know earlier I did trade another curse. Yeah, there I traded a curse. Okay, so it did give me 6 curses. So it never traded a curse. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, not the most important thing, really, compared to having deck control. The bot only having 1 magpie and no storytellers, obviously, didn't have deck control. Also only 1 dungeon. I wouldn't have minded having more dungeons here, really. It's just like the gains were pretty limited for pretty long. And that was like, I mean, I knew going in, I said going in, like, you know, that the plus buy situation was going to be pretty awkward. And it was. But yeah, we got where we needed to go, partially because the bot gave us more plus buy, which was considerate. I mean, if it hadn't done that, then it wouldn't have been in a position to pile. So, like, one way or another, I think it would have worked out. But definitely the build here was not, well, how do I want to say, like, not building here looked more viable than I expected. The bot did a surprisingly poor job of picking up provinces as the game went along, and I guess because it decided it wanted to pile out instead. I don't know if it passed up any provinces, but I wouldn't be surprised if it could have gotten another province or 2 at least. Like, because it did buy trade at least once. I guess twice? That doesn't make a lot of sense. It didn't do like a single estate trade, did it? It has all of its coppers and it has all of its curses, but it doesn't have any estates. It's very confusing. Anyway, trade is like a good money event. Is the kind of the point here. So there it trades 2 estates into 2 silvers. Okay. Yeah. I think this is not good. Not that you don't want to turn the other estate into a silver, but you know you're going to be getting curses. Maybe it didn't know that at this. No, it did know. Of course, I guess if you're not going for deck control, there's no particular reason to think you're going to collide the curse with an estate, or sorry, other way around, the estate with a curse. But then again, you could just wait until you have multiple curses or whatever too, and it's at least a little bit more likely with Soothsayer drawing you a card. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with this choice, but then again, yeah, like I said, it's partially because I would have been like, get a storyteller, but then that's like a whole different line. But anyway, but regardless of that, the bot did trade and it did get a bunch of golds in its deck. I'm actually a little surprised that it had as much trouble as it did buying provinces. It did have some curses, of course, but I have no idea what the miser was about. That was so weird. I don't think, like, you saw that with my build, you know, getting a bunch of storytellers and the plus buy cards, like that it was a little close. There was no way there was time for miser, but the bot also didn't play miser, so I can't imagine that was why. Like, but I just don't understand what that was about at all. Like I guess, like, from the bot's perspective, I guess it's possible that 1 additional bad card in its deck seems less significant than 1 bad card in my deck, but the problem with that reasoning is that like it's not as bad of a card in my deck because I have Coins of the Realm. It's still not a good card, but and yeah, I mean, I guess it hadn't decided to go for this messenger pileout yet, but if it had messengers at that point rather than misers, on the one hand, it would have been able to pile sooner. On the other hand, I would have had more payload sooner. So I don't know which direction that cuts, but yeah. Well, it was an interesting one. I'm also still not actually sure that like Soothsayer was the way to go over Swamp Hag. I ended up figuring like that I probably valued like the golds and the ability to ensure that I was giving out curses more. But I mean, the start of turn coins from Swamp Hag definitely. If you find a storyteller, that's really nice. But you do have to get 2 Swamp Hags. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.